My dreams are so vivid that sometimes I wake with the taste of blood in my mouth and leaves in my hair. My door, I insist, is locked from the outside. But when I feel the pull of the mountain, no earthly rope nor iron lock will keep my spirit from the hunt. Sometimes it is a hare, others a deer or a goat, or sometimes a wild duck. Always there is a chase, a wild and furious hunger that drives me over scrub and through woods. If any beast should fall asunder to me, it is torn apart, rent with tooth and nail, and in its last breath, it will turn a human face toward me, agonized and terrifyingly familiar. I know then that their bodily death is coming within the turn of a year's wheel, but that their soul has died at my hand. They are husks. Should I wake from my dreams and I've slipped on rocks or snagged my flesh on blackthorn thicket, I bear the marks on my waking. One time my quarry, a fine big bear, tore open my thigh, and yet I still have a livid wheal the size of two of my hands and as thick as my finger, almost a dozen years after. How can this be? They call me the dream hunter, night eater of souls. Outsiders, they fear me. But here, I am revered. Without me, my people would still die. But how would they prepare? The last time was different. It was not the mountain that compelled me to run to it, but the river. A she-bear ran before me, and with one giant leap she cleared to the bank. I could not. The river was too deep and fast, and it roiled with corpses. It was filled with children. So many, many children. One of them with black hair, it bumped on the bank and caught in an eddy, it gently rolled over. Matthias, the shepherd's boy. I lunged for him and drew him from the water. The bear had disappeared, and I awoke screaming in clammy wet, and in my clenched fist a lock of black hair. The following day, a stranger came to visit, and as is our custom, we gave him food and shelter. And in return, he told us tales from the city and stories from other lands. He stayed for 2 nights and 2 days. On the 5th day, the sickness came. My people, they came to me, one by one at first, and then in groups. "Did you see my face?" they would ask. And to each I would reply, "No, I saw only the face of Matthias." I'd learned by now that that feeling of dread was the first sign. Then, the very next day, the violent shattering chills, and then a fever with such a sweating. Those who saw the dawn were few, and not one single child, except Matthias, was alive by the fullest moon.